Mary Donaldson has become one of the most topical characters and, despite the meeting between Frederick of Denmark and Genovieve Casanova, the true position of the princess in all this controversy has been revealed. Since Lecturas exclusively published images of Federico de Denmark, 55, and Genovieve Casanova, 47, sharing plans in Madrid, the wedding of the heir to the Danish throne with Mary Donaldson has been in the spotlight. Queen Margarita's son was seen with the Mexican woman on the streets of the capital, enjoying a peaceful stroll through El Retiro Park and dinner at one of the most famous establishments, El Corral de la Moreria. At that very moment, the princess was traveling in the United States, namely North Carolina, where she was invited to participate in anti-bullying talks. The images of Federico and Genovieve de Casanova coincided with the state trip of Queen Letizia and Felipe VI to Denmark. A meeting at which Princess Leonore's mother became one of Mary Donaldson's, 51, ardent supporters. All members of the Danish royal household were very cautious and did not want to comment on what caused this scandal. But finally, we managed to find out what is the secret of the Australian woman who always keeps her marriage. Mary Donaldson's secret to saving a marriage. In the midst of the scandal around the publicized photos of Federico de Denmark with Genovieve Casanova from the media, Politician managed to find out the content of the interview that Mary Donaldson gave to An Wolden Ratinga. A conversation in which the princess made it clear that she is a staunch defender of love stories throughout her life and that divorce is certainly not considered in her plans now or ever. She had to realize that people give up when there are disagreements instead of working on the relationship day in and day out, said the journalist, making it clear that Mary Donaldson is going to continue to stand by Frederick of Denmark's side despite the media tsunami. Made his private trip to Madrid last October Mary Donaldson's firm stance at the center of the scandal. As soon as the images of Frederick of Denmark and Genovieve Casanova were published, the Danish princes staged a highly topical event in the company of Felipe VI and Letizia, an event in which Mary Donaldson took refuge with her mother Princess Leonore and Infanta Sofia and in which she wore a pendant with the letter F on it, a nod to her husband with which she made it clear that she would always ensure the well-being of their marriage. A day later, at an event hosted by both royal houses at the Copenhagen Architecture Centre, Mary of Denmark looked very serious and tense because of the impact of the cover of readings and a photo report in which the Danish heir and ex-wife Caetano Martinez de Araujo in the heart of Madrid and did not stop touching his wedding ring, a grimace that shows that, although he is going to continue betting on his love story, he is not going through the best personal moment. These are the encounters between Federico de Denmark and Genovieve Casanova. Suzanne Griso was responsible for speaking loud and clear about the Mexican man's encounters with Federico de Denmark. And he even gave details of how they met. It has to do with hunting, because in the last few hours I learned about it from Genevieve's entourage. It turns out that there are hunts for which you have to pay a lot of money. Present, but there are all royalty. All kids from big families. They are organized especially in Germany and Austria. Their Genovieve, which he likes very much and is often visited, meets Federico. Recently the presenter began to talk live from Public Mirror. Moreover, the journalist, aware of the excitement caused by the photos published in Lecturas magazine, confirmed that Genovieve and Federico see each other several times a year. They have a friendship. They know each other and have mutual friends. They usually meet a few times a year. They tell me they are private meetings with a lot of friends of the group, some members of the royal family. They meet and sleep in private homes, he revealed, Royal House of Denmark statement. While Genovieve Casanova stood firm, Frederick of Denmark took a cautious stance, and only the Royal House of Denmark commented on the scandal through its press office. A strong statement in which the heir's position is clear. It has been our policy for many years not to comment on or confirm any details regarding private matters. In addition, we would like to emphasize our commitment to respecting the privacy of members of the Royal Society. Family, including the Crown Prince, can be read in a letter. Federico from Denmark has already reappeared before the press after the publication of his pictures with Genovieve. He was seen relaxed and calm at the DTU Science Park last Friday. Photos released by the royal household during the appointment show that the crown prince was complicit with those present and was interested in the explanations that those present gave him during the event. The event brought together 20 companies producing new equipment, from swimsuit sensors to nanometer-sized 3D printing. On this occasion, he opted for a more casual style that matched the atmosphere of the event. He paired a salmon-colored linen shirt with green chinos pants and a brown plaid jacket. Frederick of Denmark's changing attitude. His demeanor, both at this Monday's event and last Friday, contrasts with the one he displayed in the latest photo taken with his wife Mary Donaldson. The picture was taken last Thursday, November 8, at the Danish Architecture Center. They went there to say goodbye to Don Felipe and Dona Letizia, thus concluding their state trip. The event was marked by tension and nervousness caused by the publication of images of the Cesarevich with Genovieve Casanova in the magazine Lecturas. The photos from one of the most spectacular covers of the last decades continue to give cause for conversation. So the anticipation for Mariah's reappearance from Denmark is at maximum. This Tuesday his son Christian has planned one of the most important moments for him as the future heir to the throne. He will attend his first Council of State at Christiansborg Palace to sign a declaration of willingness to honor the Constitution. This act is similar to Princess Leonore's vow. According to information obtained through official channels, he will be accompanied by his father Federico and grandmother Margarita. Donaldson's presence or absence has yet to be confirmed. Federico and Genovieve, the pictures everyone is talking about. It's almost 7 o'clock in the afternoon. A man and a woman, he with a beard, she with an elegant posture and a coat on her shoulders, are walking out of Retiro Park. They walk and talk quietly. No one notices them or the 2 bodyguards following them at a safe distance. They are Prince Frederick of Denmark and Genovieve Casanova, who remain completely unnoticed. With these words began the story that accompanied the photos that paralyzed the world. Last week, the magazine Lecturas published exclusively footage of the meeting between Federico de Denmark and Genovieve Casanova. While Kings Felipe and Letizia were on a state trip to Denmark, photos were published of the heir to the throne and the former Caetano Martínez de Araujo together in Madrid. They strolled through Madrid's central parks, had a company dinner and spent the night in a Mexican woman's apartment.